whenever we talk about future, it is not necessary that all the time we use will only. In fact, at times, by usage of simple present also and by the usage of present continuous also, we can talk about future. Let's imagine today is Saturday and on Wednesday an exhibition is starting, right? So today is Saturday and on Wednesday exhibition is starting. So how can I convey this information to you? Simplest way, of course, I will tell you is the exhibition or the chairman will leave for Australia tomorrow, or the exhibition will start on Wednesday by the usage of will. That is correct. We can also say the exhibition starts on Wednesday. So we can use starts, which is simple present, but again, the information that we are trying to give is that of future tense. Or we can also use present continuous and say the exhibition is starting on Wednesday. So exhibition will start, exhibition starts, exhibition is starting. All three of them, they are correct. You can use any of these three sentences, right? So don't be under that impression that if we have to talk about future, it only has to be usage of will. Yes, in most of the cases we are using will, but sometimes we use simple present and present continuous also to convey information about future, right? Okay. So where do we use simple future tense? Whenever we have to talk about facts, whenever we have to give instructions, promises, threat, etc. So these are the places where we use simple future. Like how do we talk about facts? Like India is going to be a world leader. Nancy will join this office tomorrow. So this is an established truth which will not change. And anything which is an established truth, there we use always the simple form of the tense. So here we end up using simple future. They shall abide by the rules and regulations of the institution. So this is a kind of an instruction. This is a kind of a surety. So these are the places where we are using simple future. I will help you in all situations. What is this? This is a kind of a promise, a commitment you are making to your friend, to your colleague, etc. So here we end up using simple future. If you do not finish your work, I am going to report you to the boss. So what is this? This is kind of a threat. It's a kind of a threat that you are giving to somebody. So here and in all these places, we end up using simple future tense. Please tell me, whenever we say continuous, what is the first thing which comes to your head? Usage of
ing, ma'am. Ing form is coming. E plus
yes.
ing.
Whenever we use say continuous, the first thing which comes to our mind is usage of ing. And we Indians, we are in love with ing. We love to add ing to everything, whether it is
Yes,
required
ma'am.
or
Yes,
whether
yeah.
it is
It's the
not.
same problem with me also.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So where do we use future continuous or future progressive? It is used for an action which will be done at some point of time in the future, right? It is an action which will be done at a particular point of time in the future. What is the important part here? At a particular point of time. And we'll do some more exercises to elaborate this point. For example, two very simple examples. I'm leaving for Shimla tomorrow. So I give you a specific point of time, which is tomorrow, and tomorrow this particular work will be done. So that is where we use future continuous. We are having a meeting in the evening. We are having a meeting in the evening. So we'll do this in more details. Okay. Okay. So guys, we have done two variants of future tense. One was simple future, where we use simple future as a fact, as an instruction, as a promise, or as a threat. Second we did was future continuous, means an action will be continuing at a particular time in the future. Now we come to future perfect tense. This is slightly tricky, so we need to understand this. Please understand, future perfect tense we usually use when we talk about two actions which will happen in future, right? Usually we use it with two actions. First action takes what? See, future perfect. So future means will has to be there. Perfect means
Verb third.
Verb third form.
Has, have, has to be
Has.
there.
Have been, has been.
Huh.
Yes,
And what do we always use in perfect tenses?
Verb
Third
third
form
form.
of the verb. Third form of the
Has
verb. Always.
being,
No, no.
being or
Wait, wait.
been.
no, no,
No, not
No.
no, we
necessary.
can't
No.
use this.
Okay. And second action, been is in continuous. Second action will always take simple present.
Present.
Okay. Simple. Guys, please, I request everyone write down this. Write down this in your notebooks, copies, whatever it is. This is important. This is where most of the people will notice. Okay. First of all, what do we mean by future perfect? What is the role? What is the function of future perfect? See, perfect tenses, they always act like a bridge. They always act like a bridge between two tenses. Future perfect, it connects or it links present tense with future tense. So they are used as a bridge. And whenever we talk about perfect tenses, they always use V3. They do not use V1. They do not use V2. They always use V3, right? So that is the purpose of future tenses. And they help us to, we usually use them when we talk about two actions, and the chronology or the sequence between the two actions is always very clear. The first action will always take will plus has have or V3, and second action will take simple present. You cannot change this order. And you know what is the mistake people do? For first action, they will use simple present, which is wrong, or they will use will have for both the actions, which is wrong, or they will use simple present for both the actions, which too is wrong. Always. Okay. So one of the important functions of future perfect is not only it tells us that it talks about two actions which are going to happen in future, but it also shows the sequence. Very clearly it tells us what happened first, what happened later. Let's look at the example which is there on the slide. Suppose I want to talk about two actions which are going to happen in future. One action is like I'm writing an essay and that essay is going to be finished. And second action is my friend is coming to meet. So these are the two actions which are going to happen in future. So which is the first action? It will, what structure it will take? Will plus has have plus V3, and second action, simple present. Like, and how do we combine the two? I will have written an essay before my friend comes, before my friend comes to meet me. Before my friend comes to meet me. Yes, future perfect continuous. Now, please understand what is the difference between future perfect and future perfect continuous. It is very simple. Don't get intimidated by the big terms we are using. The difference is very simple. Let's assume, what time is it? 8 o'clock Saturday, right? If I tell you some action which will be done at 8 o'clock on Sunday, we will use future perfect. Means that action will get completed at 8 o'clock on Sunday. But so there we use future perfect. And where do we use future perfect continuous? Means at 8 o'clock tomorrow on Sunday, that action, it will not have been completed. It would still be continuing. Means an action will be continuing at 8 o'clock on Sunday tomorrow evening. So that is where we use future perfect continuous. By future perfect means on a future time, it's gotten over. In continuous, we mean it is not over, it is still continuing at that particular point of time, right? So this is where we use. Let's see few examples. Future perfect continuous means one action is in progress till another action happens in future. I will be, suppose we talk of these two actions, I will be cleaning the house, and second action is my friend will arrive. So how do we combine these two actions? I will have been cleaning the house for 2 hours by the time my friend arrives. And though future perfect tense, let me tell you, it's a tense we use quite rarely. For number of reasons, it is little complex, so people make mistakes. So this is one tense which we use it's not so often used, like simple future and future perfect. So been, I hope now you understand where do we use been. It is in future perfect continuous. I will have been cleaning the house means action will be in progress till when? Till the time for 2 hours by the time my friend arrives. So this is how we are combining the two actions. I will have been working for 5 years in this company next August. In first sentence, there were two actions. In second sentence, there is one, right? But that action, it would continue. It would continue. It has not stopped. It has not stopped. So that is where we are using future perfect. It is done future perfect